Uneventful all season, huh? Nothing really happened?
Not really, yeah,
just quiet,
not really.
right?
Very, very standard, typical, yeah.
What was it about the Jets that made you not only say that you wanted to play again, but you wanted to play here?
I thought it was the best fit, and that they're looking at the league and the few possibilities that were out there. There wasn't one that was anywhere near the fit that this one could be. A lot of reasons for that. I'd known Coach Saleh, a lot of respect and admiration for him. Nate Hackett's one of my, favorite people in my life and in the NFL. They took it to us, at our
seeing
place.
It up close and personal.
I saw the team that they had.
Right.
And, I thought a change of scenery would be great for everybody. And I just felt like this team had the pieces in place to be successful. I'd known Zach for the last couple of years, loved him, and felt like I could come in and help him out as well. And, this team hasn't been in the playoffs in 12 years, hasn't won a Super Bowl since Broadway was here, so a lot to accomplish.
You spent most of your adulthood in Green Bay. You spent 18 seasons there. How difficult or what was that transition like? I mean, it's like you're going to a new school all of a sudden.
It is, and I did that a lot growing up. We moved to a lot of different cities growing up, so I knew what it was like to be the new kid in town.
Right.
In those situations, it wasn't like there was a whole lot of knowledge of who I was. So I just kind of proved myself on the recess field, the basketball court,
right,
in PE class, or speaking up in math class and answering a couple questions. Right, that was kind of my way to not be the awkward new kid.
Right.
Here it's different. That people know who I am. The fun part is people, who had never met me. You just see what you see on TV or what one former disgruntled player says about you, and they might have an idea about who you are.
Right.
And I get to come in and be myself and get to know these guys and change some of the opinions, I think, during the process.
Yeah, and this is the #1 media market. Obviously, you got Hard Knocks now. I think there was some apprehension amongst the organization not to do it in the beginning, but are you thankful that you are? Because I feel like people are getting to see you and see how much you care about your teammates, how much you want to bring them all together, and the team player that you are.
I have no complaints about Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks has been great. They really have. Now, we have our own in-house team that does a lot of great content as well, which, they're doing stuff every single week too and capturing some incredible content too. But Hard Knocks has been great. It's been good. The feedback I've heard from people that know me and love me, some people that don't know me, maybe didn't like me. Now maybe like me a little bit. But the fun part is, I think maybe just like me, there's been some myths and misnomers about Hard Knocks that it can be a distraction. It can be guys not being very authentic. I really haven't seen anybody changing. I've seen our guys just kind of be themselves, and it's highlighting those great personalities and characters that we have on our team. And I think it's been really good. I think as it's gone on too, more guys have been okay with getting mic'd up. I've been really like an open book, and if they need me to sit down, I do a sit down. And they want me to get wired, I get wired. But you're seeing more and more people. I mean, even Coach Ron Middleton got mic'd up last week at practice. I mean, nobody would have thought that would have ever happened. But it's great because it highlights those guys as well. They're every organization. There's beautiful, beautiful people and characters that are the glue guys behind the success on the field that don't get a lot of credit. So I think it's been fun to highlight some of those guys and to hear from some of those guys.
You literally came through the doors talking about the Super Bowl when you were talking about the trophy being lonely.
Yeah.
A lot of organizations will shy away from that kind of talk. It seems like this organization, the team, players are embracing that. Is that what you feel like? Like, why are you guys able to be out front like that and talk about your expectations and your goals?
I believe in manifestation and the power of words, and words can be curses for positive or negative. You can be putting the intention out in the world you want to have come back to you, or you can be putting out negativity that can come back to you as well. So I think it's important to embrace those conversations. People have it outside the building, why not have it inside the building? I had also just come from a place that's nicknamed Titletown.
Yeah.
They won 4 Super Bowls and 13 NFL championships, and the standard of expectation based on the excellence that's happened there is Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's a good place to be in. You don't want to be in a place that's just like happy to make it to the playoffs or happy to have a winning record. You want to be competing for championships. So why not embrace that? I said it at my first press conference, I believe, as well. One of our biggest challenges will be handling success because it's going to come.
Yeah.
And when it does come, how are we going to handle that? We got to handle it with the same type of intention and focus and attitude throughout the season, whether we're riding high and on a streak or go through some adversity. How we respond in those moments is going to set the direction that this team goes. And I hope when those times come, our leadership steps up and is able to continue to steer everybody in the right direction. But it's going to come, and there's going to be great moments of joy and excitement, and there's going to be tough moments of adversity that we're going to have to stick together through.
And that's you manifesting it, huh? Talking about it. Okay, so what does it mean for you to have Nathaniel Hackett, Lazard, Randall Cobb, as you make this transition, as you try to get your now teammates kind of up to speed as to how you play the game, how you want the game to be played, the philosophy, et cetera?
Well, they can translate, for one. They can translate some of the stuff that I've been doing over the years, especially Randall and Allen, and also Malik, because I was with Malik as well. So those three guys have been around me. They know what I'm all about. They know some of the old signals. They can translate some of the new stuff we're working on for those guys and for each other, too. So I think that's really important. It's familiar faces is great. Randall is a dear friend of mine. You know, his son, Cade, is my godson. And we dreamt about playing together after 2018 when he got let go in Green Bay, and got a chance to rekindle in Green Bay, and I'm really happy for him. He's been really looking healthy and making plays the last few days, which is fun to see. Allen is a guy you just love pulling for. I mean, he was a P squad guy. He was cut twice, and randomly in a game, you know, in 2018 he comes off the bench and has a big game, and the rest is kind of history as he takes off and figures it out. And he's a super guy. Malik has been a grinder in the league for a number of years. Awesome guys. Love seeing those guys every day. Love seeing Nathaniel Hackett. I love him. He's like a brother to me. He's a special human being. Billy Turner I played with. Love, respect, admire, believe in. Am thankful for. He's protected me many, many games over the years. Awesome human being. Great leader in the locker room. So it's fun. And then just the new guys, you know, getting to know these guys. It's a great mix of older veteran guys who played at a high level for a long time and young guys who are at the top of their game and hungry and still on their first contract. Quinn just got paid, but having the two reigning rookies of the year. And then behind those guys, a guy like Breece Hall and a guy like Jermaine Johnson, who were standouts as rookies as well. It's pretty exciting because you have the right mix of veteran and rookie talent.
Now, you're talking about the young players as well. Having been here in the league 18 years, does that rejuvenate you, being around those guys with such talent, the energy? Because that's what seems to be said about Sauce, about Garrett, about all the young guys, that energy that they have.
I think so. I think it is probably more than that, is just a change of scenery.
Yeah.
You know, my time at Green Bay was a really beautiful time, and I'm really thankful for it. We accomplished a lot of great things. I met a lot of incredible people who will be lifelong friends. But that chapter is closed for now. There'll be an epilogue written at some point down the road, but I'm excited about this chapter and everything being new. I'm really at peace in my life and happy about where I'm at, living in Jersey, close to the city, playing for the Jets, playing for Coach Saleh. You know, being able to have Joe as our GM and Woody and Christopher as our owners has been a change for me. We didn't have an owner in Green Bay. You know, It's a unique franchise, so that's been a fun change. But it's just, there's great men and women that work at this organization. They're hungry to win. They care about it. And there's great expectations outside the building, which come with great responsibility inside the building for us to take care of our business and do our job and put together something special.
Just kind of a quick synopsis of what goes on in the Darkness Retreat. You can't see anything, but what is it?
I got my shirt from Jay Hardy. A lot of contemplation. Yeah, you sleep a lot, like the first 24 hours, and then you don't sleep much after that.
Right.
With no eye stimulation, you know, there's not a lot of things that kind of keep you sleeping. So you sleep less and less. A lot of time to think about things. I tried to do like a morning meditation to set the thought process for the day and think about what I wanted to focus on just for that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked certain topics for the 4 days, 4 full days I was in there. It was 5 days, 4 nights. So, one of those days was retirement. One of those days was playing, and the focus was on the Jets and what I thought that would look like. And honestly, it's been better than even some of the daydreams that I had in the darkness. But I'm thankful for that time. It was not easy. I'm not signing up quickly to go back and do it, but I am thankful that I did it, and in part, it led me to here.
What do you think winning a Super Bowl here would do for your legacy? It's been a long drought, man. These fans are going crazy, and the glimmer of hope is there, stronger than it was 13 years ago, the last time that they went to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it would mean a lot.
Yeah.
I know it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to the people. We got fans in Jersey and New York. Obviously, used to be in Long Island, and so many people care deeply about this team. So many great former players here whose faces and names are all over this place, and they'd all be a part of it too.
Yeah.
Being able to win here would be really, really special. But why limit it to one? I don't plan on this being a one and done. So I think we're going to be competitive here for a long time. I'd like to be able to play a few good years here and then hand it right back off to Zach and let him go for the next 15, and it'd be a really special, 18 to 20 year run of great quarterback play.
So you're not going to pull a LeBron James and say not one, not two, not three. You remember that, right?
No.
5. Let me give you a couple quick hitters, okay?
All right.
Brat or Nathan's hot dog?
Brat for now. I've had more of them.
Favorite New York restaurant?
I don't have good answers for these because I haven't spent enough time.
You have not been to a lot of
Carbone. I love Carbone, so I'm going to say that for now.
How about this? Favorite New York sports team besides the Jets? Because we saw you at the Knicks playoff game, the Ranger playoff game. You really jumped in there immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a minority owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, so I'm going to stay away from all the basketball teams. So I'm going to have to go with the Rangers at this point.
Okay. Favorite player musical that you've seen?
Favorite play or musical?
Since you've been here.
I'm going to hurt some people's feelings. They're all really, really good. I feel like Back to the Future, it's maybe just because I love that movie so much.
Right.
I'm going to give that the just tiniest of edges over the other ones we've seen.
All of them are great, though.
They are fantastic.
There you go. See, you didn't hurt anybody. You didn't hurt anybody.
Talented.
All right, favorite Taylor Swift song?
August.
Give us a little bit.
No. It's one of those things. You let experts be experts.
Exactly.
There's this joke that goes when somebody's singing a song, you say, "Who sings it?" And then you tell them, and you say, "Let's just keep it that way."
Yeah. Final question: is it A-Rod or A-Raj? Because I say A-Raj because Alex Rodriguez.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
you don't care.
I don't care. A-Rod's fine. I think the guys on the radio call me A-Rod in Green Bay, calling my games. A lot of my friends call me A-Raj or Raj.
Right.
There's a lot of nicknames. Some of them I don't like to bring up. I know who's saying my name, my nickname by what they say. So whatever you want to call me, as long as you don't
spell it right.
Dummy.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Yep.
Really appreciate your time.
All right.
Thank you.